All right, guys. Let me just make sure this is working. Yes, it is. Okay. Hi, guys. Some of you know me, some of you don't. I'm in Wuhan, China. I'm one of the Wuhan Warriors. And what I want to do for you today, and this is going to be not so beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm stuck here in quarantine still. March, whatever today is, March 20 something. I'm still here in quarantine in Wuhan. I'm an American citizen. I've been here since day one in quarantine. Now, I've talked to some of you. I've tried to put my handbook together. We tried to get videos out like this to you before, but we had so much work to do. We're helping people here in Wuhan before and in China to get food, to get medical treatment, to do different things. I've been at the hospitals. I've been volunteering and whatnot, and we have the Wuhan Warrior website now. The website has now gone global, and it's better. And it has everything you need, everything almost that you need to survive this. And I'm going to give you survival videos from now on. They're not, as I said, they're not going to be pretty. We're not a production company. Nobody's, we're just here and we're trying to help you. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story. I had, in January, I'm here in Wuhan, and in January I was at this one school. And they were using chemicals. I can't tell you right now because I have to look them up. But they're put in water, and they were using very strong amounts of it. We didn't know what was going on, and they said there was just a bad flu season. Well, from this chemical, within a week, I'd gotten very sick, nauseous and vomiting and hard to breathe and whatnot. It was really bothering me. And I told them, I said, this is not, you don't use this in the kindergarten. This is too much. You're doing things that are wrong. So basically after that, what happened is about a week later, I got deadly sick. I started coughing. I decided then the next day to stay home. By the second day, the third day when I woke up, all of a sudden my ribs hurt. Now I'm going to take this off because I think it's going to be easier to talk to you guys so you can see things. Because I'm going to teach you how to survive not getting, hopefully, the coronavirus, and also how to protect yourself if you do get it. Now, when I was coughing, I literally hurt so bad within here, my lower lungs, which I've had pneumonia twice, I've had bronchitis many times, and especially in China, I've been here 15 years, and I've been sick numerous times, so it wasn't unusual, but this pain was highly unusual. When I went to the hospital, story quick, I'm trying to move forward very quickly, they swabbed my cheek. I went to the emergency department because I was there a little early before everything opened. They swabbed my cheek. They took me for blood tests, and they took me for CT immediately. You don't play before you pay in China. You must have your, card, and you must go pay, and then, then you get the treatment, or you do this. They just fast tracked me for some reason. I thought, how unusual is this? The doctor that was on duty was off duty. Actually came back, and there was 3 doctors consulting my case at that point in the emergency room. And again, it's a lot different than many countries. It's very different than America, Canada, and places like that. It's different than European hospitals. The system's different here, but this was very unusual. Everything gave me a red flag. Well, I had told him I was exposed to this chemical. Well, all of a sudden, because I thought he was going to swab the back of my throat, he swabbed my cheek. And I asked him to check me for mycoplasma infection, and they checked me for chlamydia, pneumonia, and all this other stuff too. Again, I found all this very highly unusual because, it doesn't make sense. And then this pain. So anyway, long story short, I'm going through this. They decide that I had inhaled bronchitis. Well, this test is not always accurate. And I had been around the chemicals used to kill it, and didn't know anything about what was going on. The hospital didn't tell me, my work did not tell me. And this video is not about that, but I'm trying to tell you the base so I can tell you the things I did afterwards that helped me, and that will help you with basic pneumonias and things like that. Now, at that point, I don't think I had pneumonia. I never go to the doctor that early. That's why I get bronchitis really bad and pneumonia finally, because I don't go. I went immediately because I just didn't feel right. Something just didn't seem right to me. So I had treatment for over a week. And I mean heavy treatment to the point I was shaking. I was doing nebulizer, heavy antibiotics because this was bacterial part of the infection. And in about a week, they asked me then to go home. And So what I did is I came home and I did some things for myself. I continued on the medication they gave me. It's like they wanted me out of there because like I said, I'm not done yet. This isn't out of me. My lung back here, and it hurts. My lung and my back still. And I'm not well yet. But they wanted me out of the hospital, and we went on lockdown a week later. So I had bronchitis. I had severe bronchitis. So this is the things I did for it. Firstly, I came home. I kept doing this because I have this. They didn't give me medicine for it, but I have medicine because I'm an asthmatic. So I have this from here, and I have the medicine from the US. So I continued on my breathing treatments because at the hospital they gave me breathing treatments. I have documentation of the medications and stuff. So I have this stuff here and I can do it myself at home. So what I did is I did 3 breathing treatments every day. Every single day. Okay, and that helped. Because something was still hanging in here, and right about here was the pain too. And the bronchial tubes, because I know my body and I know how to feel things and I ignore them. And I'm like, that's not back pain, that's bronchial tube pain and lung pain. Like I said, everything happened very quick. I got sick like that all. When I started getting sick, I got sick. Now, the other thing I did is, they used to do physiotherapy. When you do the breathing treatment, they take you, they put you in the bed, and they lay you sideways. Your head is down, your feet are up, right? So now, what they do is they do this and push it out. So they go from here up to here and pushing it out. And then afterwards, you cough things up usually, or move things around at least. So what I did, since I'm alone, if you don't have somebody that can help you, I did this. It vibrates on you. Do you hear my voice? Isn't that great? And you have different speeds. Now you may not have this, but see, for me, I'm alone, so I could do this. And I kept doing it here where that pain was to make that lung and everything jump around and vibrate. So every day I was doing this it feels good. I was doing this a couple times. This thing, awesome. Don't buy the expensive ones, buy the cheaper ones. This thing's great. You heard, I'm gonna do it again. I want you to hear this. Can you hear my voice? You know that's vibrating something inside. Isn't that great? It's old physiotherapy routine. They don't do it much anymore, okay? Something natural you can do. Now again, I'm not gonna say these tips and things I'm gonna tell you are gonna save your life, but they're gonna help save your life. You have to do many more things, okay? So let me continue with that, and then I'm going to tell you my 5 things you need to do in life. Actually, let me tell you now. 1, containment, okay? 2, hygiene. And not just wash your hands, it's how you wash them. I've been begging for this for 2 months. Tell me to wash my hands, drink hot water. Tell me why and how, and I'm going to tell you now. And the 3rd thing is your health. I'm going to give you some health tips, some exercise tips even, okay? And then immune system. And the last thing I need everyone, peace. I don't care if you hate other people or not. For right now, don't need it. I don't care if you want to argue about politics, don't do it. Everybody else is arguing enough for us, and they're getting us in a lot of trouble. And if as many people die as we've been thinking from the beginning will potentially die, and we've been gauging this from the beginning, myself and other doctors and stuff, it's going to be very bad. Our world will change forever. It's already changed. So peace. Now, if you're sick, do that. If you're not sick, still do this. And again, I'll show you. If you're helping your friend, your spouse, your child, or whatever, you do like this. You do it together like that, but you do this. Head's here. And move it up. Go from the bottom, go to the top, okay? From the bottom to the top, and it keeps things moving around. Even if you're not sick, get in this habit, because it'll loosen your muscles and you'll feel great, okay? These are my tips to you for helping your health. If you're on a nebulizer and you have some kind of issues, asthma, anything, or breathers, afterwards, have somebody do this for you on your back. And you can do it here. Men, you can do the whole chest. Women, lift your breast, and then do this. see? Something the Chinese always do. They go out in the morning, the older people, and you'll see them even do this. Just get their blood flowing in your body and all this other stuff. And I was going to take you out there, but it'll take too much time. You ever see those little boards that sit on the floor and they vibrate, and the people are like this, they're vibrating. That's a great thing. When this happened to me, I did that. I used this. Sorry, I have a bird out there. I did this. And I did the vibration board for 10 minutes. At least once a day, maybe twice a day. And the vibration board just goes, but your whole body shakes. You're like this, you're shaking. And it's great because it just, all of a sudden I realized, oh, I'm getting good blood flow. And my back relaxed a little bit. And if I stood back like this, and then I looked up, now I'm stretching my neck a little bit. And I'm just, and it's so simple. Turn your TV on, stand on it if you have one, or if you can get one. Or do some exercises like that, like some quick running in place, something, jumping jacks, anything simple. Now, I don't know what the protocol is. You're going to have to look it up online, but there's a thing called lung stretching. Lung stretching. That's the other thing I did, which is unusual. I'm lazy. I'm inherently lazy. But for some reason, I was laying in bed and I said, I need to figure out how to stretch out my lung. This thing is really bad and they just don't want me there. Then all of a sudden I found out about the virus a few days later, and then I realized I can't go back there feeling like this, even though I did, but that's another story. So you can do things like this. Move around. Move it so you can feel it. Look up the exercise online. See, I even just feel looser doing that. Things like this. Stretching. Look online. There are even apps. Stretch. Okay? That's the key thing. You want to keep your lungs open. If you get the coronavirus, it's going to come in here, 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 and it's going to get potentially here. What happens is it gets to your throat, and if it gets to your throat, it makes it scratchy, itchy, whatever. It makes it all the problems here. As it's in here, it's agitated, and it's dripping and trying to get into your lungs. It's trying to find a way to get in there. If you have a runny nose, talk to your doctor, take Claritin or something like that so you don't have a runny nose and it runs down. I used to have chronic runny nose. I had my tonsils taken out last year because the last time I had pneumonia almost killed me. So now, with that said, stretching. So if you're asthmatic or something and you're supposed to, use your nebulizer. If you're on treatment from the doctors, use that. Then use some kind of pounding on the chest. The other thing is the vibration boards. And again, I want you to do these things when you're healthy because I want you to strengthen your lungs and your body. Do stretching, do arms up and just basic stretching and stretch your lungs. Whatever exercises you find that you like, do them every morning, every night. Take 5 minutes, 7 minutes, even 10 minutes if you can, because I'm lazy. I do 5 minutes. Stretch. Okay? These things will help you. Now, the other tip I want to give you right now is simple. I don't know if you know what this is. It's one of those face steamers. Any kind of steamer will do. You want steamer, hot. This is not going to kill the coronavirus or anything, but what it's going to do is this. A, your skin is going to be beautiful if you use this every day. If you use it a couple times a day, it's even better. Secondly, breathe in the steam coming out of this. Breathe it deep in a couple of times a day. Why? The healthier, more open, and better that your system's working, the coronavirus doesn't like that. Let's put it that way, okay? Coronavirus doesn't like that. So now, use steam. Steam your face. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. I even do this. And I get it to go down in here even. So it makes my throat warm and everything. Get steam into your lungs. Again, if you're healthy, do these kind of things. If you need to, you have your nebulizer, your other things you're doing. 1, 2, and exercise, stretching the lungs. Exercise and stretch the lungs. So What are the 3 things we have right now? Again, I'm going to go through it. It's the thumping, stretching the lung, and making sure that your back and your muscles are loose and your lungs are loose, because this is going to be a very stressful time, okay? Then, what you're going to do is steam. And the last thing is this. Hot water. Hot or warm. Do not drink cold. I know a lot of you are going to say, but I drink Gatorade. No. I want you to drink water. Hot water. And if you're getting sick at all, sip on it every 20 minutes. Just go. Take 2 good sips, at least get it in there. This is what's going to keep you healthy. We hate it in China when Chinese always go to us, oh, you're sick, drink more hot water. It's true. We hate hearing that because anytime you're sick, you're thinking, I'm sick. I'm like really sick and you're telling me drink hot water. Hot water helps. Drink hot water. The idea is this will keep you healthy. It will flush your system. These are simple tricks. That's it. But I think they saved my life. I definitely had inhaled bronchitis. I had something very bad, and it was definitely bacterial part of it. But something lingered on me. And by luck, something else happened to me. It wasn't just this stuff. This system, the 4 main things: hot water, thumping, hot water, thumping, steam, and stretch your lungs. The 4 things. Okay? Those are the 4 things. And if you have a nebulizer, do it in conjunction with that. Like you want to do the thumping after that. You might want to even do it before. Loosen it up a little and then do the breathing thing. And then be like, oh man, and then do that again and then get it out. This stuff sits way deep in your lung. That's what it does. And that's how it hides there. That's why people are still infected when they leave the hospital. They're better, but it's hiding here. So you have to do everything you can to keep yourself healthy. Now, there's one other thing too. I don't eat right and stuff. You can see I don't even take half of these, but I feel better with them. I got a ton of vitamins. All you need is a vitamin like this. Try to get yourself one good multi that's got a ton of stuff in it to supplement you. The thing that you need to do is eat healthy. You can still eat junk and stuff too. Eat healthy. Make sure you're getting a good mix of food. Make sure, and the other key thing is you want to keep your small intestines working well. Okay? So if you're having any problem with that, I do recommend probiotics, yogurt, things like that. Look up the foods that have natural probiotics in it and get a lot of antioxidants in your body. Don't overdo it. You don't need to be nuts. 1 multi a day to supplement. Maybe eat some yogurts that has acidophilus and different things in it to help your system and make sure that this is working good. You need the stomach working. You need your intestines working well during this time. And it will help you. It will help you. These are the key things you need to do. I'm going to keep making some mini videos like this and try to put them out there. My friends are right. I should have done this from the beginning. I should have done this months ago. I apologize. I'm working on 20 other things. I also want to let you know we have test kits. We can send them to Europe to anyone. We have test kits in America and other countries. If you get us a company, we can get them 1,000 pieces cheap. Okay? 1,000 pieces cheap. So contact us. I'll put you with the agent. We have some benefactors in China that are trying to get these test kits out very cheap to us and helping the world. That's why we can do 1,000 at like the cheapest cost. And other companies now are realizing that, like, you know, these things that need to get out there, we're going to have nobody to sell products to anymore. And I have some other theories too, but you know, because some people are greedy. And also, part of our benefactors and us is we want to make sure you don't get ripped off anymore. Okay? We are going to have masks and other things. I'm going to do another video now so I can show you about PPE, okay? I am in Wuhan, China. I am a Wuhan Warrior. Please visit our website. And also, we have free, thanks to Glenn Murad, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Glenn from 7 Cups. Come to our website. It'll link you into the forums, and then just go into the website. We have free mental health services, emotional health, and quarantine services for you. Free. And if you want to volunteer, you can be a volunteer on there. And also the other thing I need you to spread the word about, I don't know why I didn't do this before. I've been trying to, but I'm an idiot. Sorry, I beat myself up when I do this stuff. The other thing that I want you to do is let every doctor you know in the world, I'm dealing with doctors in Pakistan and all over the world. On my website, it's not everything, but I have Protocol 5, Protocol 6, and Protocol 7 going up tomorrow. These things are the protocols being used by the hospitals here. I've been in the hospitals here, okay? So I know what's going on, and what I need you to do is spread the word about these documents. Anything that's coming from China that I can get my hands on is going up on the website. Also, Lancet is a good place for information, and there's a place called Live Science. Now, they have some people looking at papers and scientists making comments. Be your own judge, okay? And actually now I'm going to do one more thing. This is going to be a little bit of a long video. No, actually I think I'm gonna do one more. Let me do one more. I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, Wuhan Warriors, please spread the word. We have been here on ground zero in Wuhan, China since the beginning, and I am begging you to spread the word. We have tests, we have masks coming finally to you guys at real prices. My own brother paid $100 for 4 lousy masks in the United States, okay? We're gonna make sure this doesn't happen. We're getting stuff out there. Come to the website. We have medical information, we have free mental health services, free first aid course, and links to things you need and information about planning. Ready.gov is from the United States, but anybody can use it, and you can do emergency planning for your family. Okay? So go to Wuhan Warriors. I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much.